Good day, Mcveigh, and happy Monday. How are you, boys and girls? How was your weekend? How do you like this cool Mcveigh merch? This is a long sleever. Let's get started with our birthdays today. Let me see. Oh, happy birthday to Sophia Tomasulo in our 3rd grade, Joseph Collins in our 1st grade, and Hiru Wa in our 1st grade as well. And also happy birthday to Miss Cohen. All right. Boys and girls, did you get outside this weekend? Do a little exercise? I saw lots of children all over the place outside riding, most of them wearing helmets. Remember, when you are outside on a bicycle, you should always be wearing your helmet. All right. So we have some jokes for today. So the first one is coming from Julian and Tomas Tukowski. What did the traffic light say to the car? What did the traffic light say to the car? Don't look, I'm changing. Get it? When the traffic light changes? Okay. This one's coming from Sebastian. What do you call a witch that lives at the beach? Now, this one could also maybe double as a riddle. What do you call a witch that lives at the beach? And I love his illustration. Let me show you that. Very nice job, Sebastian. A sandwich. Get it? Sandwich. Good work, Sebastian. Now, let's move on to riddles. Riddles will be next. So we had a riddle going, and this one came from Sebastian also. What can you hold without touching? And so the answer was your breath. Now, awesome picture there. Many of you got that. Jacob, Mikhail, Zach, Lucas, many. But Alyssa as well, Veronica, Emily. But Rachel Andrioli in the kindergarten said something unusual, but also possible. She said, well, you could hold on a minute. Hold on a second. How often has somebody said, hold on a second? And that means wait or hold a minute. So that's true too. Well done, Rachel. Good thinking. So we're going to start a new riddle today. And this one is coming from Emily. So she says, I hope I didn't lose it. I want to make sure I say it perfectly. Yes, okay. What has hands but cannot write? What has hands but cannot write? Let's see. Be waiting to hear those answers tomorrow. And where on earth? So this was the last picture that I shared with you. This is Miss Hanovic and her husband. And I said, there's some pretty good clues in this one. And we saw a telephone booth similar to the one that we had seen in London. Well, several of you said she's in Bermuda. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell that necessarily, except that on one of those signs, it says Bermuda. That's a pretty big clue. So, again, many of you figured that out. And that list, Jacob, Mikhail, Zach, Lucas, Alyssa as well. If I forgot your name, please let me know. I will certainly add that on. Also, Veronica, next time we speak. But I have another one for you today. Where on earth is Miss Paridi? Now, there's a big clue right there. Where is Miss Paridi? Okay. And I have a cool creation. You know how I love to share those with you. All right. So, here we go.
Good morning, Miss Dawn. Today I will be making homemade sidewalk chalk. We're going to be using plastic of Paris and cornstarch and tempered paint and water. Almost done. We finished our mixture. Now we're going to let it sit for 24 hours through 28 hours.
So that was hard to see, and I apologize for that. So Divya and Sandia made homemade sidewalk chalk. And you could see at the end that they actually drew a big heart for Mcveigh. It was hard to see because the video was sent from two different perspectives. One was landscape, so things are sideways like this, and one was straight up or portrait. So it was hard to see, but what they did was they researched how to make sidewalk chalk. They created the mixture, then they had to wait 24 to 28 hours, and then they were able to use it. It came out wonderfully. Good work, girls. Boys and girls, have you tried anything else at home? Any cool creations? Because I'd love to hear about them, and I'd love to be able to post your science fair videos if you finish with them. Our science fair projects are due on the 15th, which, by the way, is a Saturday. So 14th if we're going to keep it on a school day. So it's time for word work. So we've been working on proliferate. And I'm going to add another one to it, gratuitous. And we're working toward understanding all the different words that I have put out there so far. So permeate, omnidirectional, proliferate, and now gratuitous. What does gratuitous mean? There's a couple different definitions for gratuitous, so I would like for you to look at some of the secondary definitions. So when you go into the dictionary and you take a look, sometimes there's a way in which a word is used as a noun, sometimes as a verb. Sometimes there is more than one definition. Look at all the definitions and see if you can figure out what gratuitous means related to omnidirectional, permeate, proliferate, or proliferate, whichever way you want to say, because it can be pronounced both ways. And how does gratuitous connect to them? Okay. Now, I have something super cool to talk about today. The Mcveigh Field Day. So we are having Field Day, my friends, May 29th. So Mr. Simone, Mr. O'Regan, and Mr. Leonard have put together the Field Day packet, which you can get on their Google Classrooms. There's a code you can get from the Mcveigh website or your classroom teacher, or you can ask your teacher about it. There are very, very cool activities to do at home. And so each week there's going to be 5 activities that you can learn. And then on May 29th, you're going to do either 5, your 5 favorite, or all of them, whichever you'd like to do. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And if you can see in front of me, these are the activities. So I have packets at Mcveigh. So this week, paper plane coming into your house, wind bowling, soccer skee ball, towel flip challenge, and the milk jug relay. Lots of cool things, and every one of, and I'll be talking about them on the morning announcements, every one of them has directions. So, for example, tomorrow, how about if you try the paper plane cornhole? You'll need paper, a bucket, or a laundry basket. So you're going to make paper planes and try to throw them in the bucket. And you'll be doing this to a clock, trying to get as many into the bucket as possible within the minute. But you'll learn about that by reading all about it. Then we'll be talking about the other events each day of the week for our final event, Field Day. Awesome. And as we have been doing all week, last week, today, we are also going to be having a Mcveigh Got Talent video at the end of our show. It's Sandia and Isabella. Awesome. Awesome. I wish I had that kind of talent or could do those kinds of things. I hope you enjoy it. And finally, we have our Mighty Kind moment of the day. Ready? Here we go for our drum roll. That's me beating on my TV. Dun, dun, dun. Go to my favorite home book. Let's open up. Up. The best way to be happy, boys and girls, is to make someone else happy. 100%. 100%. The best way to make yourself happy is to make somebody else happy. It's the kind of thing we talk about all the time with bucket filling. When you fill somebody's bucket, it fills your bucket too at the same time. So everybody's happy at that time, not just the person who receives, but the person who gives. When you do something good for somebody else, it fills them with joy, but it fills you with joy. And I can say some of you have reached out to me with some beautiful emails and even some gifts. I had a little gift in my office when I came in. I'm calling that person today. I actually called on Friday, but I missed it. I'll call them today to thank them. But I can tell you this, as happy as I was to receive that, I know how happy they were to give. And so now everybody's happy. So think about that. And it's not just about giving, it's about doing something for somebody else that will make them feel good inside. And I know you can do it. Think about ways that you can while you're at home, because it'll only get more and more and grow when you have to be somewhere else, or when you can be somewhere else and you don't have to just be at home. And until then, we'll just see each other every day just like this. And of course, we miss you, boys and girls, and can't wait to see you. And as always, you can do it. You can do anything. Why? You're a mighty mind, and you're a mighty kind mighty mind. And every day, boys and girls, is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.
Go.